Of course, in this video, we're going to be touring my theme park Tycoon 2 park, which is 9 years old and over 11 million, so, or 12 million, I can't remember now. Anyways, of course, just a quick little, little view of the park as it is currently, because this park has evolved so much. It looks completely different to like last year almost. This time last year it would have looked completely different, which is just incredible to me. The transformation that's had is mad. But anywho, let's enjoy. Let's enjoy? Yeah. Let's enjoy, guys. Oh. Of course, just thought I'd do an update, just because it's been 5 years. And also so you know about my Theme Park Tycoon 2 YouTube channel. Because I've had a few people ask if I play the game, and yes I do. Anywho, enjoy. Hello all, welcome back to another Taj Towers video. Today we're in Theme Park Tycoon 2 for the first time in like 5 years. Wow! On this channel anyways. Of course, if you don't know, I have a Theme Park Tycoon 2 park that was created in 2016 on the 21st of September, I believe. If I am not mistaken. If I'm wrong, then I'll put the correct date in the editing, but yeah. Well, we're going to be exploring this park. This park has a history like genuinely no other. Secret, hidden little staff areas, underground tunnels, rides from 2016 and 2018 still standing, rides that have been redone so many times they do not even represent the original at all. What's a better place than to start than at the entrance? Wow. Of course, this is the entrance. Brilliant place, you have the towers trading and all of that. Nice shop, it's not fully done yet. Again, you have the Towers Grill. Nice little thing showing off the park's history. Some familiar faces in here. And of course, if we want to do a quick introduction, it's best to just look at this. No, 2016, Tatchland was created originally. 2017, that is blocked, I can't read what it says. 2017 is also when we rebranded to Robloxian Towers. Of course, if you didn't tell, this park is heavily inspired by Alton Towers. 2018, X Sector, and whatever else. Yes, so much history. And there's still 2 spaces left. One for 2025 and one for 26. Of course, let's start off by heading this way. Welcome to Sparkling Waters. Some parts of this park are undergoing a lot of renovation. Flume's not fully done, but we can have a quick ride. Who gets one? Actually, no. You'll have to wait until it's finished. That means you have to go subscribe to the Robloxian Towers YouTube channel, which will be linked at the end of this video. Anyways, let's head into this new area for 2025. Your Shine. It's your boy Yaramian. Video Game Arcade. 511. Wait, does that say 511? Yeah, 6. Yeah, 511, yeah. This ride is inspired by samurais. Of course, this is mostly done. There's a few things that could be added, such as more story in depth. Although, I'll give you the general hint, it's about a samurai who lives in a temple. Of course, you can just see it there. Nice queue line. Nice views as well from here. Of course, this park isn't just worked on fully by me, there's other people as well. My friends such as Quinn, Nick, there's a few others, I don't know if they want to be mentioned, so I won't. Yeah, nice little thing. Of course, classic, futon, table, floor seats. Awesome. Massive katana. Then we enter into the station. Of course we'll have a ride. This is a Mac Extreme Spinner, so you better enjoy. Of course, full POV will be online. Oh, sugar, let's have a ride. Fusion. Now, of course, all of these buildings are inspired by real life ones. So, this awesome, that awesome. You know, this bridge was like the first thing I built. Didn't know what this ride was going to be themed to. Yeah, but it worked out, I guess, in the end. Now, let's head this way. Of course, we're skipping the flip. Now we have Lita. Of course, this area is a bit different in real life, because this is Rita feels good. So basically, the story for this area is that Thunder Rock was Rita's racing area until Nemesis attacked. So it's a bit different from real life Rita and Dark Forest and 13 taking over Thunder Rock. Instead, it was Nemesis who attacked it. Hence all the Nemesis statues. Of course, the original Rita opened in 2018, so... This is Rita V5, I believe. Enjoy. Now, that was Rita. Of course, race photography. Nice little area. Nemesis Reborn, of course, will have a ride. Although, if you want to see the full thing, again, it'll be on the Robloxian Towers YouTube channel, which will be linked at the end of the video. I'm making you go there because I cannot be asked to make this video a long time. Otherwise, we'll be here for a very long time. See if it's open. Yes, it is. Let's have a ride. So that was Nemesis Unleashed. Originally, this ride has a very complex history, of course. Phalanx surveillance. Anyways, as I was saying, this ride has a very complex history, because the original Nemesis date back to 2017. Though, in 2021 it was redone to Nemesis Unleashed. And in 2024 we gave it an upgrade to fit in with more real life. Now, let's enter one of the park's oldest rides. The Black Hole. With this, shall we? Oh dear, I just locked the computer. Okay. Right, so let's continue, shall we? So let's have a quick look in the Robloxian Towers archive. This recent, why is there so many signs? What the hell? That's strange. Anyways, so this was originally made in... Originally was meant to be a little maze themed as the Space Odyssey, I believe. But then we just kind of cancelled it. Recently I uncovered it again and made it into a little archive. You can read and see what the things used to be like back in 2019 in that. It's quite fun, really. You know, even 20 stuff from 2024 is outdated at this point because Eruption doesn't even exist anymore. Of course, the Hall of Park logos, and you can tell which one is. This is 2019 Christmas, I believe, Galactic Air. 2018? Yeah. Just a lot of stuff. This is meant to be Scarefest 2018. Of course, stuff from Dark Forest, Dark from Ripside. Awesome, now this is the Thunder Rock and Dark Forest archives. Of course, Nemesis Unleashed over the years, just Dark Forest and Zero. Look, the original Nemesis 2019.
So fun. Of course. Just a lot of stuff. It's been refurbished. This ride, however, is from 2018. Recently had a new upgrade with the new model and also added these sequencings, so that's fun. Now, anyways, let's head into a new area that's under construction. I'll give you a little teaser, because only 2 rides here are fully done. The other one, as you can see there, is still being constructed. You may be like, oh, bruh, why are you not showing us all the things? So that's what I was saying. Of course I can't be asked. And also, they're not done. I do not believe I should be showing you stuff if I cannot guarantee you the Robloxian Tower's quality, as I call it. Oh, we're sitting next to Isaiah, right. Again, full ride will probably eventually be posted. This ride I don't mind giving you the full ride, actually. More inspired by a classic wooden coaster, so you know, it's a bit jolty, but who cares, that's the fun of it. Little turn break there. Cool, I'm just gonna get off. You shouldn't do that, but who cares? Of course. And there's also a lovely little top spin. That area, again, I said earlier, I can't show you. Well, I can't show you the ride, but I can show you what I did build earlier, actually. Nice little house, and you know, not much to say really. It's just a nice little hut, little shop. You know, it's a nice little thing. My voice just correct again. Great. That will probably be posted eventually when it's fully done. Now this area is a bit controversial because at the minute, Air Racer is currently undergoing a lot of renovation, and this ride hasn't even been publicly announced yet. Well, quite a few of them haven't been announced, but you know, who cares? Now, time back tours I can show you. This ride is a bit naff, but you get sucked in the book. This is the basic premise. Well, we're being sucked into the stories of Robloxian Towers. This ride features plenty of old things. Welcome to the Grand Woods. Beware of zombies and prepare to duel. Of course, the Grand Woods referring to Gloomy Woods and also Thunder Valley and Flash Thunder Woods. Lightning strikes and that sets on fire. Whoa, the raves get rough here. More lightning strikes. Uh-oh. Though the Grand Woods, let's head to the Grand Mansions. Masquerade, whatever. Although there isn't many people in masks here. Let's head up, shall we? Grand Mansion, Grand Woods. Ah, normal painting. What could possibly go wrong? Oh my goodness. Wow, now let's travel to another time. Oh wow, it's the Deserted Kingdom. This tale is short. Sandstorm unleashed by the god of Opium. Now we're in X Sector. Classic X Sector. Multiple things, list references, and then boom. That explodes and you get sucked into the final little room. This ride will probably be redone at some point because there's some things I'm not happy about in here. Katanga Canyon. Of course we have to have a little reference to Congo River Rapids in here. Now, everything's starting to look unusual though, if you have noticed. Things are starting to float. And, well, creatures, the Nemesis creatures starting to emerge. Things are floating. X no way out. Wow. Crystals. Disco Mountain though. Oh look, it's a mini version of the towers. Katanga. Oh look, there's so many references in here. I can't even name them all in time. One of those rides that when you ride in the final room you notice more. Of course you get sucked in with book pages. Back to normal. Wow. Of course here's the exit. For the next ride on to Katanga Canyon. Of course this was redone at the start of the year, around the same time as Nemesis, so it's a bit better quality than the other rides in the park. Runaway Mine Train has existed in Robloxian Towers for centuries. For at least 5 years originally. I cannot even name you. Of course this was made before the Power Coaster came out, if you're questioning. But it's an arrow mine chain supposedly, so... Disco Mountain. Again, I can't show you the full POV because, in fact, Disco Mountain is turning 7 this year originally. So this newest iteration is technically 4, but the history's a bit complicated. We'll just wait for the next train. Anyways, of course, we have a little shop here. I forgot to show you the shop over here. Oh, I'm so stupid. Wait, sorry, I'm gonna have to go back through. Of course, over here I forgot to show you, but there's a nice little record shop here. Might notice some familiar albums. You know, all nice. Of course, if you're into a lot of rock, then there's a few rock bands. ABBA, I love ABBA. Maneskin, Weezer, you know. Of course, Arctic Monkeys, Beach Boys, yeah. Brat. What else? Who else is notable? Obviously, 2 Gaga albums. Michael Jackson. Just a bunch of the best. Me and Nick's favorite albums. Of course, Nick's the guy who I did a video with. Although this isn't technically the main entrance, it was originally a side entrance. I'm going to do it this way anyways, because I can't be asked. So, welcome to the Deserted Kingdom. Opian, of course. Opened in 2023, but I've had a few little things over the years. Refurbishments, upgrades. It's a bit of fun. Why is it on testing? I have no idea. Either way, that's perfect, because now we can see the dispatch sequence. I guess you could say silk as well, sick, but as well, but, you know, that's... Well, there we go. That was Obian. Obviously a nice little thing here. I don't know why that's placed. Let me open that stuff up. Anywho, let's go continue. I believe there isn't anything else of interest. Of course, I'd love to show you what's happening in here, but I cannot. Of course, that's that. And then we'll head this way, which is the way I wanted to go originally, but I didn't. Of course, there's a nice little entrance thing here. Yeah, nice little car park, just a side park car park. Mountain Land, of course, a little tunnel that lets you see Disco Mountain from here. Of course, a piece of the original Disco Mountain. And, well, let's show you the towers actually before we finish. This is the area we haven't touched. So this is the oldest ride in the park from 2016. I know, how amazing. And this is obviously the towers. Such a classic little thing. You can never go wrong with a bit of a classic building. Well, I must say that's the end of this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one, hopefully.